So we're doing a video about our simple game which is called the Blox. My name is Pamela Ramos and I have my partners with me.
My name is Mateo.
Hi, I'm Katrina, Lomotan.
Program.
The Blox.
So me and my group mates have made a game called Blox, and this game is basically inspired on the existing game found on the internet, which is Blox. It consists of a map wherein the block will traverse and a golden tile. It also consists of a 3D block which has 6 sides, and each side of the block will touch the path per move. Also, the group had made a game inspired by Blox using assembly language. The original game, compared to what we have made, contains a hole in the middle which we will shoot the block in there upwards, but compared to us, we have implemented a gold tile. So this is what the users will see when they first open the program. They can start the game, or they can view the high scores or exit the program. So here is the mechanics. To move and efficiently orient the blocks, the users can use the keyboard arrow keys, or they can use the left click mouse button to the immediate vicinity of the block and translate it to the movement. So to win the game, the gold tile should be reached in upwards position of the block, and the scoring is dependent in with the total points left and time elapsed. There you go. There will be a limit of 10 moves per user. And each stage of the block contains a map, and a map is composed of tiles or squares in which the block will traverse through, given that it fits. By making the block possible to fit, the golden tile, while standing up, finishes up the stage.
So for the abstract, this design of experiment was made for a requirement in the course COE119L. The game was programmed using assembly language that requires DOSBox to implement and run the compiled assembly codes. All the necessary skills and knowledge learned in this course in making the project. The game mainly used the mouse and keyboard arrow keys as point-and-click medium. So for introduction, high-level languages such as C# offer a great tool to create a game in GUI form. Assembly language, on the other hand, is a low-level language. It is almost in the form of machine language. The only difference between assembly language and machine language is that assembly language enables the programmers to use names instead of numbers. Despite that, assembly language offers a way to represent graphics and allows access to interrupts that send signals to process instructions. Could these assembly language features enable us to create a game that would incorporate all of these features in a game where the player must be provided with enough visuals and controls that would allow the player to engage in a computer game and would be able to fulfill the rules of the game? The assembly language is a powerful language, and when used accordingly could garner good results. So for the statement of the problem, the group had made a puzzle game in which different interrupts could be used. The game is composed of tiles, a golden tile and brown tiles. The 3D block will traverse through the 2D tiles, and the block needs to step on the golden tile, positioning upwards to win the stage. There are 5 stages to finish the game, and also high scores will be implemented. So for our objectives, to apply the necessary skills and knowledge learned in the laboratory, and also to create a functioning Blox game using assembly programming language. So for our scope and the limitations, the programming language that is used is assembly language. Several interrupts will be used and demonstrated using the DOSBox, such as video and mouse interrupts. The game can only be played by a single user. The user will be using the mouse to click the necessary movements to let the block move. Also, the user can use the arrow keys on the keyboard to make the block traverse through the tiles. So for our methodology, we are going to use a low-level language programming such as the assembly language, and the group was able to create a puzzle game. By doing this, the writing of the code was more efficient and the processing of the code was faster and removes unnecessary commands in the program.
So for the instructions, the user can control the movement of the block by either using the mouse or using the arrow keys of the keyboard. There will be a time limit, and also the number of moves will be limited to just 99 per player. This is examples for the as you can see, these are the stages 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is the score. This is the sample layout of the stage 1. This block must be upright to this place this yellow box type. Next is the stage 2 layout. The stage 3 layout. Stage 4 layout. And
The
stage
aim of
5
the game is to
layout.
get the block to fall into the square hole, which is the goal or the yellow one.
First,
At the
open
end
the
of
DOS
each
box.
stage, there are 5 stages to complete.
First, mount C, BTA, Blox. Okay, let's start. Okay, let's start.
I am going to talk about the process flowchart, our project. Let's start. Go to menu, play game. If yes, load map. And you're going to level 1. After level 1, read arrow key via interrupt 16H. Move the block based on the reading from interrupt 16H. So the question is, does the puzzle solve? If yes, high score. Then you're going back to load map for the level 2. After level 2, you're going to back read arrow key via interrupt 16H. Move the block based on the reading from interrupt 16H. Does the puzzle solve? Yes, high score again. Then we could load the map for level 3. Level 3, read arrow key by interrupt 16H, move the block based on the reading from interrupt 16H. Does the puzzle solve? If yes, high score again. Load map for level 4 and level after that. If the puzzle is not solved, the score equal to 0. If yes, we're going back again. Start. Does the equal does time equal to 0? Start again. Now going to start the level 1. So looking. So if your high score says show the high score to text file and write a name and score to the text file. Later I'm going to show you the example. And if you want to see your score recorded, then go back to menu and exit. If you don't turn it anymore.
At first, open the DOS box. Left click. First, mount C, BTA. Let's start. Down arrow key, up arrow key, and right arrow key. Let's go back. Left arrow key. And then let's start. Enter your username. This is the level 1. Solving the level 1. Okay, let's do the next stage. For the next round, we're gonna use the left click mouse.
Fairness, mahirap. Hirap i-solve nito ah. Ano to? Lo! Kanina pag mapasok, hindi ko na maalis eh. Hindi na ako nasa Nasolve niyo ba to?
As you can see, your points is your movements. So, you lose it all, you're gonna repeat it all over.
Bastos naman yun. Yan, yan. Ang ginagawa nito. Ito ka, pero. Stage 1. Yay! Blue face. Medyo nakakabisado ko na. Ito na po mga kapaa. Gaganda. Yun lang, alimutan ka dito. Ay, password ka? Ilang? Meron na password namin dito. Ano ba to? Mateo 9681. Small letter lang ah. Mateo 9681. 9681. Sa kapatid dito? Hindi. Ginamit ko yung reader ng ano. Agile.
Hi, I'm... Isa ba, isa